And yeah, we have Skittle playing Chinese. We have LB10 with Persian, Carlini playing the Spanish, and the Viper is getting the Huns here as a randomly generated. And yeah, Civ, you don't need to take too much care about how unfair is that, because we are switching after game number 1 here. But we need to take a look at the relics, and I can see all 5 relics. Look at that. Pretty close together in between Skittle and the Viper. And that will be pretty interesting. Especially interesting will be how they're playing this year with their matchup. The Viper, probably the best player in the world, and Carlini, yeah, experienced when it comes to playing arena, but clearly not on the same level like Skittle and LB10 here, who are solid 2Ks, and yeah, very experienced in team games, great in POH players as well, and yeah, very versatile with their strategies. So I'm absolutely excited to see how they will play this out. Who is Carlini? That's an interesting question. Carlini came up, I would say, roughly 3 months ago, with heavy amounts of donations for all the big streamers. SKBAOE, my channel, I believe, the Viper and Doubt got combined of 7K or something. And yeah, so, and Doubt and the Viper wanted to thank him and got into the team with him. And as you can see, that is emote there, and he is now a figure in the community for very sure. So Carlini, but he is like not a top player, as you can see, already behind the solid 2 pops here. Let me see, playing without Loom though. Oh, and that's a lumber camp. Hashtag unfortunate. It sounds like he's just buying friends. No, he's supporting the AOC community, and Viper and Doubt are just very thankful for that. But yeah, haters gonna hate for sure, and Kappa's gonna get Kappa. So Persians, Chinese. Let's take a look how they will play this out. Now 4 farms and 2 on stone for Skittle, so that spells like a very late castle here. And Carlini's still not up as well. That's a bit surprising to me. Look at those uptimes, and later than you would normally see. And are they playing this some knights and Chukunews? Would absolutely be an option. But only 2 on stone. Normally you would have 3 on stone here. Let's see how they will play this out. Weird gold piles. That one. Actually it's the same. And we have 1 straight one. So yeah, not your typical distribution here. Okay, let's see how they will play this out and what they will play. LB10 now going, well, that's a clear boom approach. Going for market and blacksmith here. The other side, yeah, that has to be a castle. By Skittle. And the Viper actually playing with the stable. Pushing steer and Carlini still, yeah, so late. Is he's not building a second scout? No, that one is still at home. Yeah, I'm just confused. Viper even adding horse cutter now as well. You can see farming is starting. And Carlini, his uptime is not that great. Market 2 villagers, blacksmith a bit later, but putting a second villager there should be fine with Spanish. M10, pretty solid time, 14:25 there. And even 5 seconds earlier than the Viper. when it comes to villagers time, and the Viper indeed did add a scout. I was confused, but yeah, in the end, correct. Leading clicked up now as well. What is Skittle playing now? 3 on stone? I am confused. LB10 now running. Skittle actually not being chased down as well. Oh, actually Carlini will chase. Oh, nice micro. And let's see how that will play out. The Viper 1 extra TC so far. And yeah, still going for the scout amount. On the other side we have LB10, 2 extra TCs. Exactly what we would expect from a Persian guy who's happy with the market, and blacksmith quite early here. Skittle, 6 on stone. Everything works into the direction as we would expect. Indeed, Dave go Kokas. And the Viper adding the monastery now. So he will play low eco. And Carlini will be the one going for the boom because he's not on stone. We're going to see at the front here. Whoops! The Viper even sniping a villager here. How did that happen? Very uncommon. Oh, he's simply the best. Oh. HTC, 2 HTCs by Skittle, but understandable. This is quite late uptime. Behind the villagers, 3 behind of the Viper, who's now adding 30C as well, and will most likely get a lot of control of the relics. But are the relics that important in a 2v2 arena compared to the 1v1? I'm not too sure. Farm coming up with LB10, only one safe villager here. And this is more of the booming game, which is up for Carlini as well. So Skittle will actually be the only one going for something military-like. But yeah, only building the castle with 2 TCs. Viper will get all the relics, or 4 relics here. We'll have some scouts out, the latest boom a bit, but still pretty reasonable. In the range there, we can see overall pretty damn even. 1 ahead at the moment, the NC is now dead even. So nothing major happening here. But the Viper will collect 4 relics most likely. And Skittle will already be set up to go into Chucanoes. So we will see LB10 going for Cavaliers, Chucanoes for Skittle. And what will the Viper and Carlini play? The Viper maybe CA, and Carlini going for Cavalier Paladin. That's probably the only option. Unless the Viper goes for Paladins and Carlini goes for the Halberdier Rampers, which would absolutely be an option. But I think unlikely choice. But I feel Chinese and Persians, it's so much easier to decide what to go for, especially compared to Hans and Spanish, which both are kind of cavalry civilizations. And you want to go Paladins with both. Oh, LB10, sneaky wall off here against Carlini. I've now going for loop and hand card, adding a mill, increases food eco, and that looks all solid. Let's take a look at the villager count. And oh, the NCs nicely ahead. Carlini falling behind quite a bit, and Skittle even adding a 4cc, but only now going for wheelbarrow. So the Viper is a bit ahead in that regard, but LB10 ahead of the Viper is even adding a 4cc, and we don't see too often from Arena. Slows it down a bit, but then you have obviously the way superior eco, And yeah, most likely the slower approach. Oh, and the Viper even getting a convert in here. How did that happen? Could even wall that mining camp now. Viper will go Calf Archers. I'm not sure yet. We'll see about that. He has 4 relics now. Good for him. I think we want to change the overlay also with trade cards here. And yeah, indeed, he might even have bought stone. Is that an option? I think he bought stone to stonewall this gold spot. That's so Viper-like. Weird move, and yeah, I think it's super efficient. Because that will delay LB10. Really unfortunate moves by him to, yeah, get a convert done there against him. Viper now up to Imperial Age with 3 GCs. Max. This is skittle. A bit slower. Going for the glue only. Where is his second stone spot? I didn't ask myself yet. And that's outside here, so castle being put here. Makes all sense. And LB10, what is he going for? Only now clicking up in POH. And we can see the Viper is going for Cavaliers. So he will be the support, kind of. Longs aggressively, and then Carlini needs to push, and I want to see how but he ran most likely. Now University coming up for Skittle, should be clicking up to Imperial Age pretty soon as well, and that's so annoying. Did LB10 see that? Actually he did, even second layer here. That's something we very rarely see. Carlini now up to Imperial Age. What can we see? Skittle now clicked up as well, so reasonable attack advantage there for the Viper, but behind in villagers, actually the lowest there at 85. Only went 3 GCs, really wants to keep up the aggression. And now adding the stables, but he will get out boomed. But the problem is LB10. I'm not even sure how he will keep up the production, since he might struggle with getting enough gold. We're now going for the barrack defense even, so did he scout anything? Maybe he saw the upgrades, because otherwise pretty tough for him to necessarily guess. But well, you know, either the Persian or the Hunt, one of them will go for Cavalier Paladin, so that's not too surprising. Maybe he goes for Conquistadors. I'm not 100% sure that that's the best option. If they perform too well, and we can see more barrels of Carlini as well, so he will indeed go for Halberdier Ram push most likely, and that is being supported by the Cavaliers of the Viper. Now should show all his tech to LB10 as well. I would love to see the cast a bit more offensively to protect his second stone spot, but probably didn't want to get trapped and want to get rammed earlier, and therefore build it a bit more defensively and wanted to get it up earlier as well. Nico, a bit better for our German and Austrian guys. But the Viper a bit more active on the map, even getting some villager kills outside here. Ram, Halberdier push. Being prepared by Skittle. LB10 trying to go outside, but that's not going to happen now. Let's see Cavaliers running around, and Carlini with all his spearmen. And oh, he's actually going for hand cannoneers as well. That's interesting. That's something that I did not see coming. And yeah, that means he will be countering what Skittle is building. And Skittle is going for the Chickanees as well, because I feel like Chickanees could perform pretty well against hand cannoneers. Hand cannoneers only very little when it comes to their HP, extra bonus damage against halberdiers or all infantry. That won't really help against Juggernaut. So look, the Viper is still very active here on the map. But LB10 already clicking the paladin upgrade. Oh, but the Viper already finished the paladin upgrade. How did he do that? He is actually behind the villagers, but having less idle villagers and yeah, oh, he has more numbers and the upgrades faster. How is that even possible? LB10, 10 villagers ahead only, and the Viper with a very crisp timing, and they could go for the aggression now. And Carlini is preparing everything, but Skittle with his Juggernaut should be pretty well prepared. Skittle's going for more upgrades here. 3 running at the moment for his units, and oh, now getting the raid over, but he has some harvesters prepared. Got a nice convert rolling for him, and yeah, the Viper can absolutely take that fight, and yeah, Skittle has to take that fight. Can't really run away from the paladins, and LB10 now getting paladin upgrade, is pulling a castle outside. Wants to get traps out, I assume. And the Viper, just incredible how active he already is on the map. How early he got paladins out, although he built some scouts. And yeah, how well he transitioned there. Everything is being sent over. And oh, the gate was open for a small second. Now should be locked, but not sure what Skittle is doing there. He's absolutely playing with fire. Now LB10 is fighting back his gold there, and let's see the engagement now. Skittle is coming in, and that looks a bit better here for Skittle, but a bit better here for the Viper, but now more Harberdiers coming in the back, and this is a good engagement for NC if you ask me. Harberdiers now coming in the back, but that's against Juggernaut. That should be pretty good for NC. Yeah, in the end they might lose this, but that was so cost inefficient for all the with all the paladins lost here for the Viper. LB10 shouldn't lose too much though, and yeah, that's a fight that I believe the Viper can win once, maybe twice, but not all game long, unless they can get the trade running extremely quickly here. Want to lose more Harberdiers here at the front. Let's take a look how the defense of Skittle will be. He's up 160, building Halberdier, Juggernaut. Should be super efficient against what the Viper has. Siege Ram and Paladin. I feel like Skittle should win this one in the long run, but LB10 now sending more over. Another castle for Skittle, now controlling all the middle areas. Should start trade as well. I'm a bit confused that we don't see trade just yet here in this game. Oh, and Carlini sending in everything. Where is LB10's army? He only has 27 military. This is a big engagement. So many Harberdiers here in the front. I believe that the Viper and Carlini are taking this. There's not enough from LB10 around, and that's a beautiful surround. The Viper is going in. All the Harberdiers already melted. Juggernaut now trying to run back, but so many hand cannoneers raining down from the back as well. And the Viper can continue his pushing. LB10 simply not having his gold is slowing them down so much. Let's take a look at his resources. And indeed, very little gold and more food, and he might have even sold something already. And yeah, now Skittle absolutely struggling here, down to pop 150. We have the Viper at 180, and Carlini absolutely popped out, going for the full smash, and that one castle going to be eliminated very easily here by the UK and Norwegian players. 3 traps here, a lot of hand cannoneers, no defense upgrades more than the first one, although it's super cheap with Spanish. But yeah, if you don't fight with them, it's not most important, and now he's catching up and doing that. LB10 sending in more paladins, but now some paladins fighting alone against the Harberdiers. Now they're pretty much bad, and I feel like Skittle needs to fall back. And this is looking very good here for the Viper, leading Carlini and himself to the win. Maybe the Viper even going for the block here, and oh, Carlini missing the full attack here quite a bit. What a beautiful performance here by the Spanish and Han player. Maybe the bit weaker civilization, not 100% sure. going for the gate and trying to push in here. More handking is now coming from the back. Still no last people have heard Skittle and Viper at the same time getting the +4 attack, but it doesn't really matter. So much rating potential at the front, losing a gold spot here. RB10 luckily gets everything back, but still, no trade started on, I believe, even both sides. That's something I would not have expected. I felt like they would go for a very early trade quite early on, but maybe they just want to invest into one very big push here, and that might be it. That's a lot of paladins for LB10, but more for the Viper, and now the Viper trying to take a good engagement. That's a lot of running around before fighting, and can just be beautifully positioned. Now only the Halberdiers are coming in, and that I believe might be a bit better fight for LB10 now that he regrouped. He's at 150 villagers. He has all his golden come back. Carlini is trying to fight that off. We have Chukunu's not fully upgraded here. We're still missing rocketry and elite Chukunu upgrade, and this looks pretty damn even. Not all the units are fighting. Halberdier standing next to it. LB10 with his paladin is not in the fight, but still that was a better fight for LB10 and Skittle. Now they're slightly winning. It felt a bit even. Let's take a look now. Traps being positioned here to kill a barracks. Not 100% sure about that choice, and now he's going back. Push here decides to trade. I'm very surprised. Now I'm missing something from the rules that you're not allowed to trade. Position here by the Chukunu from the back, doing lots of damage against the paladins. The traps, those, they're trying to threaten those castles. More paladins being needed by RB10. He doesn't want to fight against the Halberdiers as well, so some Chukunus should be stand to the left hand side and all the paladins to the right hand side. Let's take a look. Maybe some snipe against the traps here. One down and should jump behind the gate, but left at 10 HP. Halberdiers now, all of them dying. He wants to go for the trap. Now the paladins are coming in, and that I would say might be a bit of a better engagement for Carlini and the Viper. We don't have a lot of paladins out, and Carlini is still very well positioned in the back, but for now we can see them retreating. And I'm so confused with all this trading. And what a clutch game, you know, we can see all the fighting at one point. The Viper now even going for the gold spot of Skittle, who's now completely overextending. Lightcraft tag for the Viper now as well. He's going mad and he's going for the Hasa attack instead of going for trade and paladin, which is pretty untypical for him. But maybe Arena, with all those small ways to trade, maybe he's opting for another way of approaching late Imperial race play here. Oh, now finally there's rocketry, so only elite Chukunu missing. Must be struggling a bit of food as it seems. Let's take a look. He has enough food though, especially with this amount of Halberdiers. Just cancel 15 Halberdiers and go for elite Chukunu would absolutely be more important unless you are fighting instantly. And yeah, we have LB10 going for the light cap as well. I believe he needs to build 1 or 2 traps to just clear up against the castle. Grabs aren't really an answer, but he needs some siege to kill that castle. That should be pretty clear. Oh, that's a lot of traps here by Carlini. Maybe even overproduction of traps if you ask me. We can see the Viper now trying to run around. Is he going for the trade? Is he going for the split around and all the eco? LB10 at least sees it. Are they trying to put walls up? They're at least trying to. Let's see if they can manage it. Those traps are all exposed. Not 100% sure what's the plan here. And LB10 not trying to take the fight. No, debated and is now going back. Where are all the Chukunus? They're here at the right hand side clearing up some of the light cover of the Viper. And yeah, he's just falling back. As they're now running back to his home base. I'm a bit confused about that. get it to 540 HP. What is LB10 trying to do here? Waiting for some Harvarders, but those are Carlini, so that's even worse for him. Let's try to wall a second layer, and Trap's now going to the other side, maybe sniping one or two castles. At the moment we have Skittle with only, I believe, 2 castles out, so... Oh, it's 3 actually, but that one can absolutely instantly die. Then only 2 castles, and still no need to new upgrade. Might get hashtag dicey. Wants to get his main gold spot now as well. Oh, not his main gold spot, but his third gold. After his second being stuck and obviously his first one being mined out. Really nicely positioned here behind his castle. We have the Viper now going for elite skirmishes. What a weird choice. And now finally we can see some markets being built, but only by the Viper, no one else yet. He's the first one to start trade as well. For relics, for the skill has one as we saw before on the right hand side. And LB10, does he really want to go for more? Archers obviously doesn't want to go for them, he wants to go for Paladins, but struggling with gold here. Maybe if they can retake that, and Skittle is going for the sling, but most likely he will try to focus on Elite Canoe as well. And that's still a very big engagement. More rams coming up here, and this looks pretty promising for Skittle. Let's take a look now, the big engagement, although the Viper is now retreating. Lots of hand can be exposed at the front here, and Skittle just pushing pretty nicely. He has 2 rams out, maybe we could consider building some more. At the same time we have still the trap being annoying at the side, but that doesn't really matter too much. Everything now retreating, Harmony is going in, let's take a look. They shouldn't fight without any support, some of them dying against the skirmishers here, but still, if they can get enough hits against the Paladins, that's great as well. Let's take a look, is the Viper trying to go for the run around, or is he just going for this surround? He is going for the surround indeed. The super move quite exposed, but Skittle trying to get beautiful position here, and he's managing it, and all the Paladins of the Viper are going down. That was a pretty poor engagement. LB10 now clearing up to all the skirms, and suddenly this is looking better and better for Skittle here. How he's pushing at the same time. We have, yeah, those traps still alive. But the Viper, how did he do that? He flipped around and got so much more out. Carlini still had some army left as well. And Skittle now needs to regroup. Overall pop better for the Viper and Carlini, the only one who is really pop limited. Carlini needs the score lead. Not everyone would have expected, and yeah, he's hiding a bit. He only has 1 market as well, as you can see. Trade cards at the moment, the Viper 12, no one else going for trade at this moment. We will finally start to trade the markets. Each workshop here, and what is he doing with all his calf? He can't really take the middle. Carlini just going for the monster water. I'm not sure how effective it is. It feels stylish, yes, I can agree with that, but if he wants to break through, he can just go with 1 siege ram. If he wants to run around, that's still an option, and it doesn't really give you so much more intel, or it doesn't slow him down so much more. I believe only if you get into that area here. Okay, he's pushing in there, but not enough Harvarders. If we had like 20 more Harvarders, I would love that push, but now it's easily getting cleared up. Oh, but Skittle and LB10 may be overreacting a bit even. Sending why everything in. Yeah, Carlini was sending in something as well, but it was only a small slope, and I think rewalling would have been better option because now all the army is missing here at the front. At the same time, we have the Viper. How did he get in here? Nice trap snipe, and now, oh, that's a beautiful split. Look at where all the units are running in, and that will be a lot of that village of RB10. Let's take a look at that. 135 before the raiding starts, and that will be pretty brutal. He's not even sending all of them back here. And yeah, oh, that all of them will die for sure, unless he can micro them into it to see. And more raids here at the side. So now already 20 villagers down, and that might be even more here coming in. More raids all the side. At the same time, they're still pushing into that gold spot here. Yeah, still staying strong, but that doesn't really matter. LB10, look at LB10's map, suddenly pop 136. He lost roughly 40 villagers already, trying to reproduce them, but oh god, more villagers dying, and that was just one brutal raid. And Carlini with a sneaky attack, just knowing, okay, maybe if I control him, maybe I can get the snipe and we can have all the paladins raiding in, and that actually happened. I'm not 100% sure how Viper initiated that, or if Carlini had the idea himself. For now, RB10 is really feeling, yeah, 100 points of that beautiful push. RB10 now trying to run back, but Harvey push is so efficient, and Skittle and RB10 are tapping out after RB10 dropped down to pop 130. They know they cannot hold the middle here with all those Halberdiers at the push, and the GG 1-0 here for the Viper and Carlini. Playing in their B lineup probably, and still taking it against 2Ks. Pretty impressive performance. How did the Viper do that? He was 20 villagers behind, got more paladins and an earlier paladin upgrade. Was it only the hand cards? I have no idea, and he really made it happen. And yeah, we will be back pretty shortly here with game number 2. Now switched civilizations. Okay guys, I'm back and the game has started. Now we are switching the civilizations. The Viper and Carlini, pretty strong performance by honestly both players. And they're making it happen with a tough to design army composition here, and let's see how the others will play it out now. And we have now Skittle picking the hunt. We have LB10 with the Spanish. We have Viper playing Chinese and Carlini going for Persian, and even lost the villager here, as we can see. The greatest micro here on the wood as well, and again the Viper with the relic luck. I'm not 100% sure how important it was last game, but it certainly didn't hurt his gold income, and it seems like it didn't hurt his boom too much as well. Going for the early hand card. It might be what really gave him the advantage here. Look, LB10 trying to push in his deer. Let's move here with the sheep opening the door or opening the gate. Far away lumber camp that he chose there. LB10. I could have chosen a closer one, I would say, but oh, the deer is running back. Now we want to have a villager shoot the deer once to that the deer is aggro. He doesn't want to get. Oh, that's obviously it's still in the gate. So, but what is it doing? I'm not 100% sure how that works now. Is it deer? Yeah, it's instantly getting back. So I think you need to shoot it once. Oh no! It's neutral. Okay. No, it is not. Wants to get home. It wants to get home. I think you need to shoot it once and then you can push it back again. Or is he? No. Oh, LB10 is making it happen. Interesting job here. Skittle. Oh, weird mining camp if you ask me. Why don't you build it over here? So, the Viper up to feudal age, so is Skittle. Carlini and LB10. Not yet. Only one farm. And Skittle not going for the boom approach here. There's opening with the barracks. LB10, we don't see barracks yet, but he's sending 2 villagers to the front. Is he going for conquistadors? So that would be an option. Maybe double the Viper. Go for Conquistador Knight or Conquistador CA. And yeah, try to be annoying and keep him down. Let's take a look if the Viper is on stone. One stone spot back here, the other one over here. So he is not going for the defensive castle. Is he maybe going for monks? He has 3 on gold. She also had a nice amount of farms, so we'll see about that. And we have the market and stable approach here by Skittle, but we don't see too often. Real gold, LB10, 2 on stone. That's weird. Normally you play 3 on stone, add 2 more later, but he. I think he will send more later and use them to build an aggressive castle. And so he wants to have them up there already. Let's take a look. We'll see market and the blacksmith, and we have missed it. Oh, that might delay him quite a bit. See about that, and what are the players seeing? So we have Skittle. He's mainly scouting. Oh, Viper retreating. I'm not sure what's going on here. We have Carlini now coming in and Skittle as well. Skittle shouldn't run. No, he's running past it. Oh no. LB10, he shouldn't move back. And now that's better for Carlini and the Viper again. Take a look how the micro will be. And indeed, now they have less HP. Let's take a look. LB10 is coming in. Is he trying to micro back? Ooh, 10 and 10 HP against 20. So better for NC after all. Cannot take a fight alone, but together they will always win. So now let's take a look what the players actually saw from the map. So we have Skittle only scouting Carlini, we have the Viper scouting a lot of the area, did find all the 3 relics, and he's heavily on gold, so that might be the Monk defense. We have Carlini, very small vision, doesn't even see where anyone is, and he has an incredible amount of farms. Look at that. 7, 9, 12 farms. That's more than you normally see in LB10. Only scouting the Viper. Let's see, is there... No, it's no aggressive castle. He's still having all those villagers at home. And we have Skittle. Oh, he's sending in scouts to defend against the Monk Rush. I'm surprised that LB10 isn't sending his villagers in yet. Oh, 3 stone missing. Should have 1 villager still working there. Now he's sending them to the front. I think that's a bit of a miss micro because now he has enough stone and he still is working, walking another whole minute at least to get over there. So that's some wasted time. I'm trying to push that main gold spot here. They are seeing that and they are seeing the relic as well. Let's take a look. LB10 pretty active here at the front. And that's a lot of scouts. Did the Viper see that? I'm not sure. Viper 2 extra TCs even going for heavy blow. An upgrade that he normally is doing pretty late. 2 extra TCs by Skittle. So he only went for some scouts and that was it. Let's take a look. Now trying to go in against the Monkey maybe, but the Viper is just retreating. Still didn't get a single relic. Where are all his gold spots? 1 outside. What? Where is this third one? Is that a circle? I'm confused. 1, 2. Yeah, that's the Viper's third one. So he will struggle with gold. If this area is cleared up, Teach Workshop now coming up, and LB10 will push this. But Monk defense obviously very strong against the Conquistador push. So we need to see the scouts work out perfectly there. And the team play is tough. But therefore Skittle played it with cartography. And let's take a look if we got it. No, not yet. I would love to see it coming up. Viper even going for some more walls, but needs to save that gold. Maybe even goes for some stone and builds some defensive towers. Would absolutely be an option here. Continuing to attack that stone wall, so we get Age of Empires, but that it stops attacking the wall whenever a new unit is gathered into your castle. But well, happens and everyone knows it. And oh, luckily the manual connects to the shoot there. So let's take a look. Sanctity and wheelbarrow for the Viper. No redemption yet, if I saw that correctly. Manual can still do some damage now. Defensive Teach Workshop by the Viper as well. And let's see what all those scouts and conquistadors will be able to do. A reasonable boom. LB10 playing at 1 TC and Carlini 3 TCs. So that push has to do some damage here. Let's take a look. Conquistadors, what will they achieve? Let's go to the point of view of the Viper and what he sees. He sees scouts, he sees conquistadors. He should go for the convert. Let's take a look. He should only focus on the conquistadors. Now already got 1. Scouts coming in, got 2 converts there on conquistadors. Scouts now jumping in into the TC. Conquistadors 2 down. And that was a good start. Viper, beautiful walls behind that. And now the Rams though can do some damage. Let's take a look. The monks in the TC. Scouts, are they going back as well? Not 100% sure if it wouldn't have been better to stay over here and just be annoying to the front. The castle, the TC has to be let gone, or they need to let go of the TC. But now the Viper is out of gold. He still has enough stone to go for 1 extra TC, for 1 castle. Let's see. Oh, redemption. So they will get that castle up, and Now I want to see LB10 actually transition into POH. Maybe one Petard could help out, and then they could do some damage against Carlini. He's just blindly booming. 3 extra TCs here, nothing more, and the Viper feels like pretty untouched. He lost like 1 villager, I believe. Yeah, he did a lot of Monk upgrades, and yeah, he got delayed quite a bit, but let's see. Now they're doing all the damage against Carlini, but only if the Viper is not intercepting. Got 2 beautiful converts early on here. Let's see, maybe he can get more with the redemption. Oh, let's go in this point of view. What does he see? Not 100% sure if he saw those Magnets. He absolutely... Oh, and look at that, even repair. Here on this Monk. And conversion. So that was very, very well microed. Let's take a look how they engage this. Magnets are out, Conquistadors out, and Scouts. Are they trying to engage this? LB10 now up to POH, so is Skittle, so they will play it pretty much all in. And now let's take a look. Scouts are coming in, Conquistadors from the back as well. And that's a good engagement here from Skittle. Got all the Monks most likely. Yeah, some Scouts lost, but that's absolutely okay for them. And yeah. No Conquistador lost, all the Scouts lost, yes, but all the Monks lost as well. Now keeping up the aggression, trying to wall behind his Carlini. Still no Loom though. And the Viper gold mining, so that will be interesting. How they will see the trap wall over here. I like that LB10 is playing this. Yeah, basically no equal in POH. And see how I think maybe focusing on another wall would have been a bit better. This one. But well, they're through now. At 600 more HP to go. This one has 400 HP. And what is the Viper doing? Now sending over to canoes. Will it be enough though? Especially against 2 Magnets, but still the Viper micro going for ballistics. What is Skittle doing? He is going for CA. So yeah, the approach will be different, and that's why you went up to Imperial Age so fast, because CA obviously don't need the biggest eco ever. Double siege workshop defense here being played by Carlini, something we don't see too often. Some villagers will die for sure. The Viper now going for the relics here, and it will go up to 3. Let's take a look. Carlini. Oh, that's a nice shot. Not killing the Conquistadors, but damaging them heavily, as you can see, and maybe... Oh! Beautiful split here by LB10. Now let's see how this trap will go in. The Viper still only in castle age, so most likely he will lose that castle. And let's go into the point of view of LB10. How are his resources looking? How is his trap production? 2 queued up, 2 TCs. And oh, he even has enough stone for another castle. And indeed, that's a beautiful positioning. It's looking good for the German-Austrian composition here. Getting the scout in. Sweet. 1 villager kill, especially against no loom. That's pretty easy. And LB10 maybe switching onto hand cannon. Switching onto bomber cannons would be an option. But for now, he's going for traps and castles. Absolutely reasonable as well. I think Skittle should actually come over, because the push has to be over here. But yeah, probably he can do a lot of damage against Carlini as well. Villager count LB10 very, very low obviously, and Skittle behind Carlini, but Carlini still not up to Imperial Age, and Skittle already up there and having +2 attack, no bloodlines, no defense upgrades. So not very well tech, but if you're not fighting, those are upgrades that don't matter. You need to have the attack upgrades. Those matter at the moment. Castle down now. And suddenly we have the Viper out of gold, and he will go for mass ram and I believe mass ability and I believe rams as well. So let's see about that. He is out of gold. Look at that. Those are his gold spots, those 3. And ooh, Conquistadors shouldn't overextend. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve there. Probably get some kills and get out, but I would have known that all the army might be around. Let's take a look. The A, and now we said if they don't fight, it's not important to have all the upgrades, but now Bloodlines is hurting and not having any defense upgrade as well. And that was a lot of CA going down. Conquistadors trying to find another engagement, and Chicanews cannot be replenished at the moment, so it's absolutely an option to go for some heavy killing. Is the Viper maybe losing his main TC? No, he is imping in the back TC. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. That wouldn't happen to him. Maybe. To make this LB10 guy play, P. Oh, yeah. Together with Pedro and Skittle. So they decided that he plays, and Viper now trying to expand another Blacksmith and Conquistadors. Nice round out even. Let's take a look how they can take maybe a fight before we can get onto Halberdiers and more defense upgrades. For now it's only +1 attack. Halberdier now coming in LB10, only now gaining wheelbarrow. And Carlini going for Cavaliers, but look at that, he is struggling quite a bit, and that's surprising. Carlini just so far behind Skittle here, and Skittle went for some scouts as well, so seems like that's a new meta, and I'm hurting the eco too much. All ratings, and now the Viper is coming in. LB10, I think he needs to retreat, and I want to see Bloodlines from him as well, very desperately. And now some converts as well. Let's take a look how LB10 is taking this fight. I think he needs to take this one. No, he's retreating and might lose some Conquistadors. Beautiful move here by the Viper, getting some converts against him. At the same time, it's sticking for him, so yeah, maybe retreating was a better option. But the Viper just missing anything to really push this area. And now the first trap is coming out, and yeah, that was the right decision. At the same time, we have Skittle just destroying Carlini here, and that has to be the 1-1. Look at that full surround. No castles getting up. He's not getting out the Cavaliers. All the CCs are going down. At the same time, the Viper is not pushing fast enough. Maybe he has a better eco. Yes, we can agree on that. But not having the gold income really hurts him. He's trying to get more stone. I would even believe he's selling some stone here, but yeah, that's the story of the game at the moment. Carlini's Bloom just so far behind the ones of the Viper, the ones of Skittle. Oh, now desperately trying to get the Doubt Castle up here, and I think it will get up indeed. No Magnots around there, but we will see the GG coming in any second. Citron now by Skittle, captured by the Viper, using that trap, so he's only hoping for that one relic. So surprising that the Viper only got one relic in every turn too. This beautiful aggression. Check a look, now he's trying to prepare for the side attack. How many CA is out now, and maybe focusing on the castle, not 100% sure, but yeah, there's simply not enough out from Carlini to threaten that. Viper now coming to the other side, but it will be a little too late, and at the same time he's getting problems at home. So that has to be the LB10's macro absolutely not on point here. You can see lots of idle villagers, and that's like not, yeah, they just got idle, but that's, yeah, idle for quite some time. Now Citron's doing that castle, and therefore all the hopes of Carlini to ever hold this, and Viper might even resign before this is really, yeah, even happening, this attack. Just learned today that Conquistadors have an attack bonus against Rams. I'm not sure how much damage they're doing. It looks a bit like 3. Yeah. So, Rams pretty efficient against the Conquistadors. Now the Viper trying to get in the surround, but LB10 actually running from 5 Halberdiers, but as I called it a bit earlier, the game was over quite a bit. The Viper was trying to go for it, but Carlini just had to say, even if you win this one on your side, trust me, this game has to be over, and the Viper is tapping out as well, and now we are in the 1-1, and I'm pretty excited to see how the series develops, because for now, I still have no idea who I would favor. Let's take a look at achievements. The beautiful kill, Carlini. Yeah, so far behind the boom. What happened there? I'm a bit surprised his PH timing was slower. What did he do? Like the double siege workshop defense there? Lots of stone walls. Did that put him behind so much? Might have been. Okay, so now game number 3 will be Goth and Vikings. Let's go into another TeamSpeak channel, and then I will have a co-caster, guy who, yeah, did babysit me all day yesterday already. It is called Mongo. You might know him from Ruby Official, and wait, I got him in here. Okay, so he's here, and you pick Cosmic War for this. I want ban. What a crap civil choice law. Wait, I want him. It was your map. Okay, so we will be back pretty quickly with game number 3, Goth Viking War. Here, in the round of 16 of Gladiators of Arena. Germans have line 11 2. Yeah, since 2006, after the World Cup, they implemented it as well. So it's turrets can call it. Seven out challenge is already over, and I failed. So I was trying to get a nick from 1600 to 2k on Bubbly in 7 hours. but I realized after 2 hours that I won't be able to make it. So it's Batman. Okay, the game has started now, and where's Comongo when I need him? Could be around, and he should hear me, but he's still muted. Actually, I'm not feeling that good anymore. I'm very much an autopilot, so I'm very happy that Mongo will be helping me out now as well.
Hello?
Yeah, hello Mongo! How you doing, mate?
Hey, Neely. I'm good, man. How are you?
Well, I'm like feeling it. I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much have you done? Oh, 32 hours. Only 8 more
32.
hours to go.
Yeah. I think I will be able to do the 8 hours, but I'm happy that we are around. And is there a TV in your background?
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, so is the best of 9 starting straight after this one?
kind of, yeah. Could you maybe fix that sound in the background?
Yeah, I can do that. 1 second.
Okay, so then let's jump into game number 3 here. We are looking onto Skittle playing the Goth. We have LB10 playing Vikings. And we have Viper playing Goth on this side. And Carlini playing Vikings. So a very defensive map. And could you remind me, what are the slinging rules in this one? Are you allowed to sling an Imperial Age with all the upgrades and before at 50%? Was it that, Callmonger?
Sorry, say again? The slinging rules?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's the same as the Masters of Arabia 2v2s in Castle Age. It's 50% instead of 30%.
Yeah.
So it's not very efficient to sling.
Okay,
And
is it an option with Carlini's map here? It's like 3 defensive goals for lots of area to just wall his front and go
oh,
for a full
wow.
sling? This map is
Actually, he
so
can
good
do
for
that.
that.
Yeah, he can do that because those trees are going to do such a good job in front between the 2 gates. He can just wall them, make 100 layers, and they have no way to get in because
Yeah.
they will just have to chop the trees or trap cut it, which is, again, not very efficient. And if you look at Viper's main goal is Stone is very far forward, so I don't think it would be the worst idea in the world to sling him.
Oh yeah, and his main goal spot is so bad. Can't even access it like from his house, because it's absolutely surrounded by wood.
Yeah.
Oh. Stuff, yeah.
And it's going to easily be harassed. I mean, if you put like 1 tower at the outside the gate, you can just make life so difficult for Viper to take that goal or stone. And Viper's second and third goal, they are outside his base as well. So that's super important for Viper to defend that main goal and the stone.
Okay. So yeah, an aggression on this side is absolutely possible. In the chat, you can see what the rules are here for slinging. So in Imperial Age, you have banking and you can go for everything. In the background, I'm not 100% sure what's Mongo. Felt a bit like the family having a great time together. And how do you even build a good gold camp? It has to be over here, right? So that the villagers aren't blocking. No, look at that. Now the villagers cannot access that side. That's only like 4 villagers working here. I think it should have been differently placed. Normally that's a perfect spot, but those walls behind it, who's the third caster? I would say it is the daughter of Cormongo.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah. How old is she?
She's almost 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's not a very nice age. Okay, so then let's see. So Viking Goth War, what would you expect? What should they go for? What are the options here?
Well, as we know, gods are really good for spamming units. I mean, Huskarls or champions in a situation where you're versus Vikings, and Vikings, they're very good infantry safe. They get really good champions, and also the berserks, they are quite strong. If you can like manage to build an eco that can support your berserk spam from 4 or 5 castles, it's quite difficult to deal with.
Indeed, Berserk is one of the rare cases where you can actually build them in a Goth war or against Goth. They become pretty efficient, and you need to go for hand cannon counter, which is something that you don't really want to go for. So we might actually see the Viking shine, which is something you can't say too often in Imperial Age, but in this matchup, absolutely an option.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, both of them, gods are sort of underestimated sometimes. They just thought of a pure infantry save where you can just spam Huskarls or halves, but actually the tech tree is quite versatile. Like you said, you can do hand cannons. The siege is pretty decent with bombard cannons. And also you can obviously add the infantry to support your hand cannons or whatever units you're gonna go. And the cavaliers are not too bad either, which obviously is not going to be the case in this map, but generally speaking, the gods do have a versatile tech tree. And so does Vikings. They're not just the slinging civilization. They're quite good in terms of putting pressure on the opponent, going aggressive, or early Imperial Age. If you can do good damage with them, you can put a lot of pressure on your opponent.
Skittle actually getting with the scout, and now could be a bit annoying against a mining camp here. Weird stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, the thing is, Ghost spam is that you said with Huskarls and Halberdiers, I think the Huskarl Halberdier spam won't be like the most beautiful thing ever, especially if you face a lot of champions or maybe even berserkers. So now first you see coming up the Viper going for a monastery as well, and the others still waiting to reach Castle Age. Let's take a look what they are going for. We have a stable for Skittle, and we have the boom approach here by LB10. It looks like there are 2 XTCs for him, and Carlini, not the best positioning of his buildings if you ask me. Blocking his passage there quite a bit, leaving all his wards in the back, and that looks like a pretty solid boom coming up as well. And the Viper now with the second TC as well. Nothing too surprising.
Yeah. At the moment, it seems Carlini is not sure about the plan. I mean, what he wants to do. The thing is, if he had made the blacksmith just next to the market, sort of like in a way that it looks like a wall between the trees, then you could think that okay, he's probably going for sling.
Yeah, I think he will not go for sling. It's so much later, and then you don't want to have the blacksmith and the market as the buildings of your wall. You want to have stone or fortified wall there for absolutely sure. That's why I said the positioning isn't so great. I think I would have put them back, and if I get attacked, I have the easy wall here, and that would be so much better. And now the market is like one of the weakest buildings because so many rams can attack it. So many okay, against traps it doesn't really matter, but against rams the market is just super bad. Oh, Skittle with a sweet skill here. And more conversion sign to being received by the Viper. Now going for the next relic, or actually it's the first one for him. Every time going for the monastery as well, and take a look at villager count. We have LB10 pretty far ahead, still on the level of the Viper, and Carlini quite a bit behind. So, but now he's going for the 40C boom. It's looking better for NC again. Okay, monastery now here from LB10 being maybe even scouted. No, it's skittle on LB10 there. Just trying to protect the outcoming monk. Now going for a 40C as well, LB10 here, so we will not see the Vikings going for fast aggression, but they will boom out and maybe go for berserks. Let's take a look. Defensive stone here for both players. So
sorry, I was just waiting for my family to disappear.
Okay, no worries. And now the scouts being healed. They have a lot of map control here, the NC guys. And yeah, they can see every unit moving out and they have a small advantage.
Yeah, if you look at the scouting from Skittle, he pretty much realized that he can't get into Carlini's base because the scout automatically moves to the closest point. So they're gonna just try to put pressure on Viper, and but Carlini's boom is not looking too bad. I mean, he's on 53 pop. Skittle is on 56 pop. And Vikings boom is, and Carlini is on 4 town centers, and Vikings boom is so strong with the free handcart and free wheelbarrow. Just makes your economy boost so much faster.
Yeah, indeed. And let's take a look at the Viper now coming in with this monk trying to get the convert done, but this monk will lose his life for sure. And then LB10 can just run back, heal his scout, and maybe even can get a convert against the Viper here, but no, he just needs to retreat. And that, yeah, Relic will be pretty contested. How will they continue and what will be the unit choice? I still have no idea. We speculated quite a bit. It is still playing with 3 TCs. All the others, I believe... No, the Viper is only 3 TCs as well. Only the Vikings going for 4 TCs here. And... well, now let's compare villagers again. NC, quite ahead. Actually, Skittle, the Viper, and Carlini kind of on the same level, but LB10. Which is strong. 15 more pop. And again, a convert here at the front. That should not happen. LB10, what is going on? He's getting the siege rocker out now though, and oh, that was interesting. Got a snipe on the monk here and the scout with his own scout. And let's see, maybe another double convert even, but now the Viper and Carlini should run. Where is this siege that we want to see? Oh, LB10 even getting the convert. LB10 now playing up.
Oh, Viper got a convert in LB's base.
Yeah, indeed, we did show that, and there's still no loom, so will just die even against other no loom, which is quite easy. Oh, actually the Viper is now having loom? That's so weird. You're converting a villager and you have the upgrade, and how does that work again? When does it have an upgrade and when not?
Yeah, if you have one upgrade, it works for you. But this is bizarre. I think this is so if you have. If LB have loom and you do not have loom, so you should not get. So Viper wouldn't get loom, but it worked the other way around, which is quite interesting. But anyways, with the villager, Viper managed to see that LB has gone for a castle. Viper has made a forward castle outside his base, protecting that second goal, which is very important for him. I'm thinking Viper would go somewhere in the line of champions rather than the Huskars, because that would make more sense against Vikings. Because Vikings champions, they can easily kill the Huskars. What do you think, Nili?
Vikings will even go for Berserk, so yeah, you can absolutely not go for Huskars like we mentioned before. Skittle now even with the aggression here, going aggressively at the front, and he will go for champions as well.
Yeah, both Viper and Skittles done the Manitam upgrade, but I see Huskar from Viper. I guess it's just for scouting purpose and not for anything major. Yeah, he just made one Huskar. It's gonna just scout around.
He needed to get the tag to build them out of the barracks, so he needs to have somewhat of a plan, and I think LB10 will just wreck everything then. If the Viper is going for Huskar tag, is Carlini
Here
maybe
comes
going
the
for
Zergs
max
from
arbalest?
LB10. As we guessed, the Viking flank can go for Berserks, and that's what LB10 is doing. He's on 2 castles for now, but he needs to add. He needs to have at least. Sorry.
Carlini doesn't even have a barracks yet.
Yeah.
How much resources should he have? Look at those resources.
He's got 1500 gold, and he's doing his 3rd castle now. He's got about 400 food. His resources are looking good.
Yeah, I mean the resources of Carlini. Look at that. Oh no, he's going for sling. Yeah, he's going for banking. Okay. I'm confused. Okay, so indeed we will have the sling here using this map, and the Viper is now going for the champion tech as well, but that will be interesting. And I think still just investing a little there would be absolutely good. And they need to have some splash damage. Maybe some scorpions, maybe some hand cannoneers would be an option. Maybe some onagers. Let's see now the Viper, and if someone can control and put a sling on the map, it has to be the Viper.
Yeah, that's true. I think somewhere in the line of hand cannons would be useful, but then again, if Skittles is going for hand cannons, he's compromising his population space and the resources which he can use on their cheaper infantry, that is champions. So probably Vikings could add like scorpions, but then again you need to have a good number of scorpions, about 20 or something like that, to be effective, because they are so the movement speed of the infantry is quite fast. The Huskars move quite fast as well. But the moment Viper taking on 2 traps.
Yeah, that's buying him a bit of time, but he's losing so much. Look at the kills at the moment. The Viper 25 to 60, losing so many champions here. Now Rams coming in. This is looking very good for the NC guys. Viper not getting his resources really on the map. Let's take a look. What is he doing? He is clearing up so many, but he only has 4 barracks here. He needs to have more barracks.
Exactly. I think on the left side where he's got this castle, by the gold mine, he could make like some more barracks there, and that would be safe. He can mass some units and then just go into the fight, because these 4 barracks are quite exposed.
Okay, we have defense upgrade as well. I think it's just a 2 one-dimensional armies. The champions only will not really do the job. That's not pushing in, and they have +1, +4, and they're just so much stronger. Now traps coming in, the Viper, let's take a look at his military count, only at 46, and that's just roughly the same amount like LB10, and that has to be so much better for the NC guys. They are pushing strong. Let's take a look at the production, obviously so much closer for the Viper here, more Rams coming in, but there's just so much, like the production is so close for the NC guys as well, and the Viper not taking the best fight here, losing another barracks. Now he's down to 2 working barracks only. Look at that, completely queued up, and still the next castle even under threat, and this is looking better and better. At the moment suddenly the Viper is taking the score lead here, but that cannot be for long.
Yeah, because remember Viper is against his 200 pop versus 400 pop, so yes, Viper can regather his army. He can spam a lot faster, mass up faster, but the NC guys, they're not losing their army, and those Rams are doing a really good tanky job. I mean, they're tanking the Zergs, they're tanking the champions from Skittle, and Skittle is just missing 1 upgrade on his attack upgrade on his champions. LB10 doing the banking now, so I suppose he will start slinging. Viper is floating so much gold. He's very low on food, and that's simply because he's got so many champions queued up. But I suppose he can add some hand cannons there, or some onagers maybe, to do the splash damage, especially with those scorpions coming out from Skittle.
Those scorpions going back so efficient if they still have a meat shield, but at the moment it feels like the meat shield is grinding down a bit. How is the Viper doing this? Just was criticizing like he is not getting the reason on the map, but just a second later LB10 and Skittle overextending a bit, just fighting with scorpions. Before it was the heavy scorpion upgrade of the Rams going down, and LB10 just a bit too far away when it comes to regrouping here. And suddenly look at that, 85 military for the Viper and a combined 60 only for LB10 and Skittle. They need to regroup, they need to protect the scorpions a bit better in the next engagement.
Yeah, and if you look at Skittle, he's on 8 barracks, and those barracks are getting very exposed to those traps of Vipers. So he needs to take this map between him and LB10 and make more and more barracks, because with gods you got to have like just a lot of barracks, and all of them should be working, because if you lose one, you want to keep the production going. And now Viper cleaning up that army, he's cleaning up everything in the middle. Those traps are doing a monster job, those Huskars and champions, they're pushing the NC guys back.
LB10 was fighting so long without all the upgrades, just finished his +2, still missing the +1, now he's getting it. Botkin arrow now even being researched, but I'm not 100% sure why he wants to go for that. But still military count, look at that, 85, and Skittle just at 15. How is that happening? How is he at pop 15? That cannot be, it cannot be for real. What's going on here? Pop 140.
Yeah, there's like the combined 40 pop military. Again, I think it's just because they just threw everything in the middle rather than setting a gather point. Because you gotta have like a backup army, like a massed up backup army, so you can send into the fight. Because if you set your gather points into the main fight, your units are not gonna attack until they get to the point and stop. So you can easily lose them while they're on the move. And I think Viper got Botkin because he's making forward castles to protect his units with the extra range.
Oh, and the traps now attacking the castles here of LB10. He's getting horns just in time, but let's take a look how the engagement is here. 110 military for the Viper. He should maybe even consider killing some villagers here. They're steering up the forward of Skittle. At the same time, they're taking the big engagement here. Viper needs to run, but the castle might still fall, especially against 5 traps here.
But the Skittles guys are doing really good job here, and they're cleaning up Viper's army. The Viper on 60 military now, NC guys 110, 111 now, and they cleared everything from Viper and the Trebs.
Ooh,
So those barracks at the back, those barracks at the back made a difference. So Skittle is adding those barracks. I think he just needs to make more and more barracks. Looking at resources though, he's at the limit of wood and food, and they are trading now.
Yeah, they are trading, and the Viper and Carlini are not. So that's maybe the long option here for them. Now going for more market events, for having the one on the front here. And now another big engagement, and suddenly the Viper only at 90 military after the big fight here, and that's looking, not so good for him anymore.
Yeah, the military count, combined count is 140 for the NC guys, 60 more, and the Zergs, they are fully upgraded now. And it's so hard to deal with them.
Oh yeah, and the question is, should maybe LB10 even add some arbalests or maybe some hand cannons for Skittle in the back? You said it's not super efficient, but I would love to see just 510 in the back there, really doing some free damage all the time.
Yeah, I think the hand cannons would be a better choice because remember the gods, they get extra 10 pop, so he cannot use that extra 10 pop, the bonus for hand cannons maybe. But he's at the pop limit. He's got both Skittles and LB10 have got about 120 villagers. I think they can delete some and make some room for some more military and build some more trade. Because LB10's got 15 trade cards and Skittle got only 2. Viper and Carlini, they are not trading. And oh, look at that. Skittle sneaking some villagers on the left side of the map, trying to pick up some villagers from Carlini, while Viper chasing him right on.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, one castle on the thread of Skittle here. That castle will go down for sure. Another big engagement in the middle, and it looks better and better for LB10. Every fight that he's taking. Let's take a look at his skill set. He did 320 against 180. Take a look, maybe this castle might even live. No. It was very close, but it is going down now. And indeed, map control is very good here.
Yeah, heavy scorpion upgrade coming up for Skittle, so we can see a lot of scorpions soon.
Oh yeah, I like that. And heavy scorpions would be the perfect addition, I believe, against the champions here. I felt like they would switch away from that. The Viper now going for something extra as well. He's going for the hand cannoneers. And yeah, just wants to add some more damage, but scorpions perform pretty well against hand cannoneers as well.
Yeah, they have the same range, I believe. I think heavy scorpion has.
Close, yeah.
I think heavy scorpion have 8 range, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I will check. I know they have 7 range, that's for sure. And with chemistry, they will get extra attack.
Well, it depends on siege engineers probably. And gods have siege engineers.
Oh yeah, siege engineers.
I believe.
So they can outrange the hand cannons, and with ballistics, I mean, they can do the splash damage, and you can just protect them with zergs at the back. What do you think? Maybe some RBLS at this stage from LB10 at this point? I think
scorpions are absolutely fine. They don't like RBLS are doing the same thing but a bit worse. So now let's take a look at the Viper. Look at that. How
they have 7 range. Viper's getting heavy scorpion upgrade as well. He's going for Oniga upgrade as well.
And Viper pushing in here, and yeah, look at the kill to death ratio. Carlini at the moment 3-8. The only one really positive is LB10 at the moment.
How did he kill 3 units?
I think. Oh no idea. The Viper's continuing to push in, pop 110 and LB10, and Skittle just struggling to keep the pop high here.
And LB10 on 24 military and Skittles on 42.
Take a look, Scorpion, still no chemistry here as well. The Viper trying to take another engagement. The Scorpion from the back are doing a great job. LB10, why is he not getting the military on the map? And so is Skittle.
Because he's right at the pop limit for his. Sorry, he's right on the goal. He doesn't have gold. He's on the limit. I mean, I know they're trading, but the trade is not the best. They're getting only 48 gold per trip, and that's not the best in the world. If we compare that with what Viper is getting, they're getting 85 per trip. So the trade is much more efficient for Viper and Carlini, and for LB10 is just not working well.
Oh yeah, that's so true. Okay, so
yeah, and that's making a big difference. I mean, since there's no way, there's no room for trash units in this game anymore. I mean, you can't add halves versus scorpions and onigas. You can't add skirmishers versus the onigas as well. So you've got to just make stay up to the level of your opponent, which at the moment Viper got hand cannons, champions, onigas, and heavy scorpions and traps. So they need the NC guys need to have something in those lines to compete with Viper.
What an army composition indeed. He's putting everything in LB10
And call the GG.
wow. Oh, still pop maxed out. Look at that, pop 200 and pop 89, 189, and they're still resigning. That's very untypical. Without a big fight in the end.
Yeah, I think they could have. You see the way they took the first fight, where Viper went all the way to LB10 space, and then they took an engagement and pushed Viper back. I think if at that point they would have added like hand cannons or like more traps, that would have helped them. That would have given them the opportunity to push Viper a bit more, put more pressure on him. But it seemed like because of the gold, lack of trade. It made it difficult for them because they had to mass up the army, and then it just Viper can always mass faster than both of them.
Yeah, and his army control was a bit better than Skittle's there for sure. Was pretty impressive as well. And yeah, what an interesting approach here by the Viper and Carlini. I like it to sling the better play here, and especially like we said it early on, Carlini's map was designed to do something like that.
Yeah, it was just perfect right from the offset.
Okay, then we'll take a small break, and then we will jump into game number 4. It will be losing team picked Civ for both teams, and all Civs are different. I have no idea how to approach that. I'm curious what skittle and LB10 will decide. So they will decide all 4 civs now, and afterwards the civilizations will be switched. So it's not really an option to give your enemies like super bad civs and yourself good civs to make it 2-2, because you will always lose the last game then. So you have to decide civs where you feel you can win, you have a nice strategy for both sides.
So what's the option now? So they can pick civs for each other?
Yeah, no. LB10 and Skittle decide all 4 civilizations.
Oh, okay.
And afterwards it will be switched.
Is there any ban? Any ban on the civilization? You can pick anything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's interesting, for sure.
What do you think? Because you don't want to go for something like Aztecs first up, because you know you're gonna be against that in the next game in case you don't win it. But at the same time, you want to win the game, so you want to have like the strong composition. So probably, I don't know, Byzantines because of the cheaper units and good monks as well. What do you think? Something like Byzantines or
my approach would be, if I'm behind 2-1, I'm most likely the weaker team, and then I would go for something which is very variance heavy, like Mayans for different teams, and 2 civs complementing that. So, like, let me think. Goths counter Mayans, but will die against Celts. So Mayans, Celts against.
Oh,
Goths
so they can pick the new civilizations as well.
No. New civilizations. They can pick all 4 civilizations, but only AOC.
Okay.
So they're taking
probably
the time.
Franks could be a decent arena save, actually. I mean, they get cheaper castles, they're throwing X-Men, the bombard cannons. Mayans and Byzantines. Yeah, I think. And then something like it's quite interesting actually. Something like I think I'm leaning towards Spanish because
Hightower
it's Spanish.
actually made a reasonable point. You want to have 4 civilizations which generate a lot of pushes. You saw like the Spanish push against the Chinese, and the Viper couldn't really he could defend, but Carlini couldn't benefit from his free boom. So I would that's a good thought. Include push civilizations like Aztecs, Turks, and what else?
So probably something like Spanish and Aztecs or Spanish and Teutons, and then you can give your opponent something like Turks and Japanese.
I think I would give them Turk Teutons against Aztec Mayans, something like that. It just guarantees you
Turks Teutons versus Aztecs Mayans. Yeah, that sounds like a decent one because and then you can have the Turks and Teutons in the next game.
Yeah, and I think you have chances to win both.
Pretty balanced, yeah.
And you can go for a lot of pushes in both matches, and that's what you want to do. You want to push the Viper and hope that Carlini isn't punishing you enough for doubling the other guy.
Yeah.
Aztecs Mayans usually beat Turk Teutons? Okay. Well, the thing is, you just push the Viper, and then we have Carlini, and you can see how he punishes you. So it's not like all 4 players at the same level. It's not like who has a better Civ, but how are the Civs combined with the
it's about how you go on with the saves, how you plan your saves. So, for example, if you are Aztecs versus let's say Teutons, then obviously you'll go for Monk Crush, but you gotta remember the Teutons bonus, and then sort of have some sort of protection for your monks. But if you're Aztecs versus Turks, then you can convert the units, and Mayans that can support Mayans with few plumes. They can support Aztecs in the push. They can kill Teuton monks or the Janissaries if the Turks player decides to go for castle push. And Mayans can still have a really good economy at the back because they don't need that many farms to go up to Imperial Age. And the plumes are ridiculously cheap and so much stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. And so now let's stop all the guessing and jump into game number 4. We will have Skittle playing the Byzantines, and we will have his teammate LB10 playing the Spanish, pretty close to him is Carlini with Saracens, and the Viper playing the Japanese. Interesting stuff here. What do you think? I believe they offered the civilizations to the others, like you can pick Saracens and Japanese, that the Viper actually went for Japanese instead of Saracens.
Oh, and if you look at, if we just compare the maps quickly, so Carlini is very close to LB10, but LB10's main goal is quite forward, and Carlini's goal is right at the back. But the distance between Viper and Skittle is relatively decent. It's not too bad. But good map for if I quickly go for the map overview. I mean, Skittle's got a back main goal, back second goal. He's playing with Byzantines. Byzantines get really good monks. You can, and the yeah, and the monks heal as well, 50% faster. The berries are at the back. He's got really good wood lines. So he's got, if he's under early push, he can actually protect himself with some economy at the back, some monks. But the only concern for him is his stone, which I don't think is going to make a big difference at this stage of the game. Viper again with the main goal right at the back and main stone as well. He's got second goal in his base. And yeah, pretty balanced map between Viper and Skittles, I would say.
Yeah, probably pretty balanced from that side. I think Carlini's map is very open and very vulnerable to potential conquistador ratings. And if Skittle and Viper are playing it out quite evenly, maybe again Monk Rush of Skittle, I think LB10 might be able to kill Carlini here.
Yeah, I think it might go. The castle drop location for LB10 would be of. It's going to be really important for him. I mean, he can put the castle on the right side because the forest is not very good for Carlini over there. He can't really make massive walls. I mean, he will have to make massive walls, and that's going to cost him so much time. And LB10 can push in from there. Yes, Carlini got the main goal and second goal in at the back of his base, but he doesn't really have the best of the maps in terms of early defense against conquistadors or even monks. I mean, Spanish monks are not too bad either. But if Carlini decides to go for aggression on LB10, and he can sort of put pressure on that wall near the main goal of LB10, because LB does not have any second or third goal inside his base, unlike the other three players.
Indeed, but I think LB10 will go for the castle aggression here anyways. And as you said before, yeah, Carlini, tough to reroll for him, but the most important thing is look at his start. He's already behind by a solid 3 villagers here.
Yeah, and he actually lost a villager, if you notice, under his town center to the bow, I believe.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it was a very weird spot. It was, and the villager was trying to get back through the hole of the stone wall, and the scout was actually blocking it for a short moment. And Carlini now was a very weird build up here. And yeah, that has to be a clear sign of how much lower rated he is. And on the other games we didn't see that much, but that start is just, yeah, way weaker than the ones of all the other 3 players.
Yeah, I think I think the main I know the Skittle and Viper will engage into really intense monk rushes. So it's going to be very, very important for both players. But I think it's more important for LB10 to how he pushes Carlini. And for Carlini, if he can manage to survive the push and Viper pushes pressure on Skittle, then the game might turn for them. But if LB10 manages to take Carlini completely out of the game, then Viper will have to switch his focus to LB10, which will give Skittles the time to have a good economy and support LB10 later in the game. Or later in the late castle age.
And the thing is, we're always talking about LB10 pushing, but he is actually not on stone. So we might not even see the... Yeah, someone anticipated...
He's got a stable.
Aggression. Indeed, he got a stable. Is it maybe that we will see Skittle going for the boom, LB10 going for some scouts this time, and they're just trying to boom?
I think that's an interesting move, but I would have liked to see some sort of aggression on Carlini because, yes, he's low rated and he's not experienced, but then again, if he booms and makes get to the point where he can make a good amount of army, then again he's supporting Viper, and that's exactly what Viper wants, and that you don't want that. You want to take the weaker player out of the game, or the strong player out of the game, and put pressure on the weaker player. So, or they might be going for a double aggression on a Viper.
Skittle is heavily on gold, so that might be an indicator to go for at least 2 monasteries here, but no aggressive villagers just yet, so most likely that will be defensive monks, maybe just pick some relics, maybe a small monk rush against Viper, but with his map, I think he will go for at least 1 defensive monastery as well. He should be pretty safe. And LB10 indeed going for scouts. Did build at least 2 extra, is at 3 here. 1 extra to see.
And he's going for a second town center, so he's not going to push Carlini for now.
Indeed, that's kind of what we saw the games before. That was the role of Skittle all the time. Just putting 3 scouts, blocking, getting some map control, preventing early relic picks, scouting against forwards, and yeah, just still at 2 TCs nonetheless.
Yeah, and as you predicted, 2 monasteries coming out from Skittle, 1 for Viper at the moment. But Viper can see these scouts from LB10 wandering around his base. Different approaches from both Viper and Skittle. Viper going for 2 second town center and 1 monastery. Skittle going for 2 monasteries straight away. But there is no siege workshop yet, so it would be interesting to see how he wants to push Viper. Or what do you think about the fasting from here?
Just look at the amount of farms. It is absolutely an option. He's adding more farms. That means he's not going for more TCs. He is going for the fast Imperial Age afterwards. He's going for block printing, Atonement, Sanctity push here with the Byzantines against the Japanese. And Viper has a pretty solid map against that.
Yeah, he can just make walls, he can make monks and just get Atonement and convert those monks. And hold on until he's up. I mean, he's got a main another goal in the map. He's got a really good wood line, very open map to go on.
He will have 3 range left though, so that will be the big thing. Now Sanctity even coming up. I think those are upgrades that should be delayed a bit more. Oh, actually we can see second TC here by Skittle. That's a bit surprising for both of us, I would reckon.
Yeah, I agree. That's a very late town center actually. Considering he doesn't have, or maybe he's doing that so he can go up from one town center and then be able to make villages from the other one. But he's getting all the upgrades on his monks at the moment. Atonement is coming up as well for Skittles. But
look at that.
Viper have 1 more monk.
Yeah, but look at that. He didn't scout anything yet. He doesn't know where to attack. Yeah, he has the scouts around. He has Atonement indeed, but yeah, can he really push? I'm not really sure. The Viper is getting a second layer with houses here.
Viper is coming out now with the monks.
Oh yeah, that might be risky. Now siege workshop coming up, and I think maybe Skittle should skip villager production here.
Viper can see those monks from Skittles standing next to his walls, but then again, Skittles is not making any more monks. He's just saving his resources to go up now.
Yeah. Oh, and he's building. He's switching on to stone, so that will be an aggressive castle. So we will see fast Imperial Age from Byzantines, aggressive castle, and traps. Yeah, supported by a lot of monks.
Yeah. Oh, but there might be an engagement here. They might run into each other. This is not going to be good for them. The micro is going to be so much important. Is Viper going to be able to pick one monk? No. About time.
Still a very well micro team. He did start the conversion with 2 monks, but then clicked one away so that he wouldn't lose double mana and healed again the other monk. So Viper realized, oh, I will not be able to do anything there, and just killed his own scout.
If you look at Viper's resources, he's got enough to make one castle, so we might see a defensive castle somewhere between those 2 town centers.
Oh yeah, but defensive castle means finally something to trap for our Byzantine.
Okay, I like the placement of that but I like the placement of that castle from Viper because it's not in the immediate range of the trap. But with the ram, it's gonna be... So this is a good move by Skittles, because remember the mangonels, he can convert them easily, but for from distance. But for rams, you have to get really close to them to convert them, and Viper is not going to risk that because he doesn't want to give Skittles all his monks. The Skittles will be able to open up some holes in the wall here and gain access. Carlini, on the other hand, just building his economy now, is not looking the best in the world. He's got about 900 gold, no food economy, and he's got enough stone for a castle, but I don't see a castle yet. So all the aggression is gonna be on Viper, and it's gonna be very important to see how he deals with it.
Let's see, indeed, more monks coming out from Skittle, more villagers now at the front, and the castle should be coming up. The Viper, as you said, the castle is up for him as well, so the trap war most likely will go in his favor, but they will keep up the aggression against the Viper. And if now LB10 would go for mass light calf, oh no, actually it's for the ram push against the Saracens.
I think if, you know where, you see where the blacksmith for Viper is, the Skittles could do a castle there. I mean, right in the gap between the 2 walls, and force entry from there. I mean, this castle is right between the wall and the market, and here comes a monk for 2 conversions for Viper, 2 for Skittles now.
That's so weird, going back and forth, not 100% sure who is really winning here.
But Viper is not able to sustain production of his monks. If he loses these monks, that would be it. He doesn't have any monastery at home, not that I can see. He's adding some ranges, he's up to Imperial Age as well. Carlini is up to Imperial Age as well. With 81 pop.
I think LB10 will push Carlini, and I think he will kill him at the same time. As I said, Skittle just doing the monk rush and just forcing the Viper to play very defensively. He's now switching into Arbalest. The trap war might even go to Skittle. He has more HP for his castle. His trap will be out a bit earlier as well. He is lower when it comes to villager count, but I think the main story will be on the right hand side.
Yeah, LB10 is getting ready to push with pikes, which are going to be halberd and rams. And Carlini, I still do not see a castle from him, and that's not a good sign, because he does not have anything to defend himself. Now he's making a castle, but he can't stop LB's push at the moment. So LB will be inside. Yeah, he's doing so many balls.
Carlini's military count 0.
Yeah, and he's doing his castle now. He's got a mangonel out, but he's making those ridiculously long walls as well. But don't think he will be able to complete any of that. Viper, on the other hand, doing a good job with the trap wall, and he managed to pick one of the traps from Skittle. He was not paying attention.
when it came to the repair there, and the Viper indeed buying himself enough time.
Okay, Skittle needs to focus fire on the traps. What do you think? Maybe chemistry and add some bombard cannons, but they are sort of like vulnerable to conversions to the bonks.
Yeah, indeed, 12 range from the monks for the Viper as well. Most likely that's not really the good option. I think just defend wall a bit, just try to buy time, maybe go mass skirms as well, and just wait with every 10 ro16 because that's looking very good for them.
Yeah. Or instead of the mangonels, I mean, he's not making any more. He could add like some more rams to tank his to force Viper to send some villagers out and take care of the rams, and so he will have less villagers on castle. But that castle from Viper is gonna go down very soon. 4 traps now for Skittle, and there we go.
Let's see now.
The Viper lost his castle.
Oh, Viper now sneaking as Abel is over, and that is super effective against all the Habadis. Obviously not very effective against the Rams, so this second castle most likely will die as well. And at the same time, it's Skittle not really able to punish the Viper for sending some units over.
Yeah, I think Skittle might need to add some skirms of his own, and LB10 might wanna. He's getting chemistry, which I think he could have gone for some cavaliers instead of chemistry against the RBLS, because Carlini does not have any army to counter those cavaliers. Viper is busy in his base with Skittle, so he won't be able to send some halves. So I think some cavaliers would have been a good choice. What do you think?
Well, it's tough to transition into that. He wasn't heavily on gold, and indeed he's actually going for that, like he kind of wanted to see. And now the big attack over here, Skittle, is he getting the micro done against all the others?
This is gonna be very important. Yeah, that engagement is gonna be very important. If Viper can snipe all those monks with those arbs, that's gonna put Skittle right on the back. But those Onikers are right there, and he managed to pick up one Oniker.
Oh yeah, how did he do that? All those rams now close to the traps. What is Skittle doing, leaving them completely unprotected? And another Onager going down with trap from long distance actually sniped them.
Oh, some rams from Viper, a couple of rams, and they're taking those traps down. Oh, what a loss for Skittle.
Yeah, but he lost the last moment conversion.
He got the conversion.
Yeah, he lost 2-3 there.
I don't see his forward villages there anymore. He's got enough stone for a castle, for a second castle, but the question is, where can he make it? Because Viper is not gonna be able to make a second castle. He will have to defend, try to deny the castle with his army, but there comes the Mangonel. Should be able to pick up at least one trap for Skittle.
Yeah, bit ambitious there. Looks like the Onager is out
and
there
then second trap. Oh, nice Onager shot from Skittle, but he lost the Onager in return. LB10 getting all the upgrades on his Cavaliers, and he's adding bombard cannons, and he's gonna push Carlini now, who has got elite skirmishers, and that's not the best unit to have against the Cavaliers.
Not really, yeah. And not great against bombard cannons and not great against rams, so actually LB10 is out countering with every unit what Carlini is going for. So I'm sure why he went for that. And it's probably against the Harvarders from before, but a transition now from LB10 basically perfect. And
look at
where it's going.
Look at Viper's a bunch of RBLS walking in the middle of the map. He can pick some villages of Skittle and of LB10 as well on the stone, and actually he can harass those traps right by his walls.
let's see about that, because we have a lot of onagers as well, some monks protecting those onagers, and let's see, maybe some big shots here with Viper trying to split off, and we can see more converts as well, and onagers.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, got some good kills there, but the ram is doing the job. It's losing some monks as well.
More converts against all the Arbalest, and it feels like Skittle can hold this. Viper not
I think.
siege there.
Yeah, I think LB10 needs to send some army to Skittle as well to support the push, because he
from
has.
the sides. I mean, we completely missed here, so Skittle indeed will be cleared up for sure, but after that, LB10. Oh, why is he? I think he should completely kill Carlini first before sending his units over.
Yeah, I think LB needs to send. Yeah, here comes the Cavaliers. He's sending them now to Skittle. Viper. I see bags from him. I don't see any halves coming out at the moment. He's doing the spearman, but he doesn't. Sorry?
There's not enough Cavaliers being sent here. Or are they? We need to regroup and then he could maybe go.
Yeah. Viper's doing spearman, but he does not have any resources for the pikeman upgrade and halberd upgrade, so that's not going to be helpful.
Yeah,
the question is the micro against these Cavaliers, which I don't think will go that well for Viper, unfortunately. And I think we can would think about the GG coming out very soon. Carlini with still plenty of villagers alive on the right corner of his map, but he does not have anything to get back in the game. And there's a GG called by Viper.
Okay. So LB10 was a double, and yeah, indeed the Viper couldn't do anything anymore there, and having no monks to convert and way too many skirmishes. LB10 would have even researched Paladin Skittle, now going for horse color. Typical timing with the 42-minute mark.
Yeah. But very interesting play from Skittles. He did a good job with the Monk Rush. I think he could have pushed a lot more faster. Could have added some early skirmishes like you mentioned earlier to support his push. But it didn't really matter because LB10 was able to take care of Carlini pretty convincingly.
Indeed. Yeah, Carlini having a very poor start there, and yeah, not much else that he can really do after that. He went for weird castle, skirmish the defense, and LB10 was just so far ahead. Doesn't really matter what he would have went for. He would have most likely won anyways.
Yeah, just want to point out for your viewers, Nili. So when you're in feudal age and castle age, you gotta make sure your resources are right at the limit. So every time you have, say, 60 wood, you should be making a farm if you're not making a military unit, and you should be expanding your economy so that you have a really strong economy to sustain your army production or whatever units you're going for. So as we saw in the last game, Carlini had a bad start, but then he was floating about 1,000 gold and no food and no food. And don't be shy to use the market. I mean, with Saracen's market bonus, it's not the worst idea in the world to buy some food and keep your town centers running.
Yeah, should have been an option maybe there. Levy not having the greatest game, and suddenly, now what civilization pack was better there? I can't really tell. It felt like Spanish and Byzantines have a bit more options, I would say.
Yeah, they are more versatile in terms that so Byzantines they get cheaper. They can go to Imperial Age. It costs them less resources compared to other civilizations. Then the Trojans are cheaper. So against Saracens, against Mamelukes, camels do a decent job. So if you are, it's not a worst idea in the world to throw Byzantines camels at them, or elite skirmishers, which are again quite cheap. And monks, like we saw, the tech tree is really broad. And Spanish, as we know, monks, hand cannons, the towers, the cannons, they get the increased attack speed on the cannons and the bombard cannons and the towers. The trade makes a big difference. They get halves, paladins, hussars. So pretty versatile tech tree for both of them.
Indeed, and that's a question. It wasn't such a good choice, but I think we can just jump into the last game, NC against the Viper, Doubt, and Carlini today without doubt. So the Viper and Carlini now, close to being eliminated if they lose another game of this tournament. I believe there's no loser break in this tournament, right?
I can quickly check that.
I think there's none, and we can see Skittle not with the best start ever here. He's playing the Saracens this time, and very far away is LB10. So they will have an enormous trade with Japanese. The Viper very close to LB10 with the Spanish, and Carlini playing the Byzantines here.
Yeah, so going through the maps quickly again, starting from LB10, he's playing as Japanese, and he's got a main goal at the back. His walls are quite weird, to be honest. I mean, the small trees in between, they're quite annoying, actually. And he's got his second and third goal inside his base. His main stone is inside the base as well, which is not bad. But you looking at Viper's map, he's playing as Spanish. His main stone and main goal are quite forward, and second and third goal as well. So if LB10 can control that area between the two gold mines outside Viper's base, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Viper early on, because he does not have any of the resources inside his map.
Indeed, yeah, forward there. But what forward should he do? Maybe Japanese mongrels would be an option, but will he scout all that? It's impossible to see the main gold spot, so I would think that a blind mongrel there without scouting would be an option. If he would have seeded, he absolutely would have went for something aggressively there, guaranteed.
Yeah. And for Skittle,
in the base of LB10 here.
Yeah, he's chasing the scout of Skittle, but is he gonna migrate? No, he's gonna lose it into the town center.
Okay. A bit confused by that.
Carlini lost his scout under LV10's town center. I thought he might just run away and try to snipe some villagers. So Skittle base is he's got a forward main goal, and he's playing as Saracens against Byzantines. Again, if you look at Carlini's map, the walls are ridiculously long, and if Skittle wants to push from there, again, it's going to be a hectic task for Skittle to protect. So he might want to have some sort of army of his own to defend.
Yeah, maybe just an aggression of his own. I think that's something we didn't see in any game yet.
Exactly, because this is the last game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Skittle going for early castle age aggression on Carlini and taking him out of the game, while LB10 trying to stay alive versus Viper. I mean, a castle from Viper between that main goal and main stone will secure him that spot. And LB10 will have to come up with some sort of plan to take Viper off that spot.
Absolutely an option. So let's see how Viper will play it. Obviously, the Conquistador was kind of predictable. That's why I think skittle and LB10 didn't go for them in the last game. Kind of hashtag mind games there. And yeah, now it will be to see what they will go for. We can see the Viper going for a lot of farms, did not get his deers this game, and so did Carlini and Skittle. So the only guy pushing his deer from very far away is actually the LB10 here.
Carlini going on goal, so we might see some aggression of his own. He's going 5 on goal in Dark Age.
What is going on? That's weird, I would say.
But he is not. Yeah, 6 on gold, which is okay. He's adding some farms. He could have taken those deers with the villagers, because I don't think he will be able to go up to Castle Age straight away. He will have to wait for a while.
How much is the base tax?
75%. 75%.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, sling is not an option as well. I think he will just have way too much gold. And not enough food. And he's late as well, so Skittle might again do... Oh no, Skittle will actually do a defensive castle and do? Is that an option? Or will he go for the Saracen Monk Rush? That's being on stone.
Yeah, okay, just to quickly answer your question earlier, there are no loser brackets. There's just one bracket in the tournament.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
So Carlini, yeah, he's about 200 food, behind to go up to Castle Age. He's doing market and blacksmith, but that's gonna be so expensive, especially with Byzantines. I mean, you don't even get the Saracens market bonus in this situation.
I think he has to buy 100 food, and yeah, indeed he does.
Oh, he bought food, yeah.
Yeah, resources are looking fine now, but
so it costed, yeah. So just to recap, it costed him about 200 gold to get. No, actually, it's called 300 gold to get that 150 food to go up to Castle Age. A stable from Viper, actually. And he's not on stone, so we might see some siege and knights push, or actually just some scouts. And actually, no, he's on stone. He's on stone, but he's taking it back. My bad.
He will just go for conquistadors.
Yeah, he's taking
10 going for the monasteries.
2 monasteries from LB10.
We have Skittle just going for the boom with 6 on stone.
Carlini with a lot of villages on goal, and he's floating so much food. He's got 650 food.
Oh, when he reaches...
Is he gonna do the unpredictable? Is he gonna go for the fast imp here?
No, it's not enough farms, right?
He doesn't have farms.
3
town centers.
No, 3
monasteries, yeah. Or 2 monasteries, 1 town center.
No,
what is his plan? He's going out of his base now. With those villages.
And 1 siege force.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's gonna be a good surprise for Skittle because he's on, he's making his second town center on that main goal, so he does not have anything. So he will have to switch, and he will be surprised to see that push. I like that play from Carlini. He's going for the unpredictable.
The Viper actually going aggressively here with his TC, and he has 3 scouts out, so no barracks up yet for LB10. Let's see if he can get the converts done, and the Spanish castle might get up pretty quickly. Let's take a look. 4 monks. And now the castle is being built.
Oh, he can't. He will not be able to deny this, and that's gonna put a lot of pressure on LB10.
Yeah, let's see how he's trying to defend that. And I think he could even try to go for a convert. Maybe try to convert 2 scouts and 1 spearman. Is the gate locked? No. And let's take a look. I think he might even deny.
Is Viper gonna take the fight? That's the question. No, he's not taking the fight now. Okay.
Oh.
He denied the castle.
Incoming.
He denied the delayed the castle 57%. Can he lame that castle? Stop it from being built? Couple of monks coming up from Viper, and
oh, we need more walls here.
And B10 trying to do some conversions.
Conversions from the long side. Bloodlines even coming in, trying to go for that gate, but not getting it through. Now the kills against monks, even from the villagers. Not more villagers being pulled, but now the scouts looking distance. Where the spearmen here at the side, and they're killing. This is looking good for LB10, if you ask me. So a lot of villagers from the Viper around, and he did even send more, but still we have 2 more scouts and 1 spearman now for the Viper though. So those switched sides, but more spearman production should come in, and we still have no villagers actually working on this building castle here.
Yeah, that's a really good play by LB10. He microed it really well. He lost a couple of space, but he managed to get all the. And now Carlini is coming with his monks onto LB10 side. Who would have guessed that? LB10 really needs to finish that wall around the other side of the map. He is not gonna allow wipe, but these conversions from Carlini will make a difference. Oh, but my Viper managed to kill that gate.
But it's only 3 villagers left here, and he still
and the tower is the castle is on 76%. And this castle will go. This castle is gonna go up.
Oh, and that's only because of the double of Carlini, and LB10 will be not happy, but Skittle. He is booming with 40 Cs here, and that would buy a lot of time. The Viper, let's take a look, 30 villagers, so that's heavily behind. Look at that, all the others, 30, 38, 37, Skittle, 68.
68, yeah. They're making a gate now, so he's adding a monastery of his own, making a gate on his main goal. I think that Carlini's move to go with his monks to LB10 side was good and bad in both ways, because he had Viper manage to finish the castle, but he gave Skittle a lot of time to have some sort of defense. So he's got a monastery, but again, Carlini is with a lot of monks. Viper is seems like he's going to Skittle as well, doing a siege workshop.
Skittle, 2 patterns even coming in, and LB10 and Skittle, nice team play here. We can see LB10 coming over, and if he can get a convert against the pattern, maybe even against the Kong, that would be so good for them and would absolutely slow down this push. Then Skittle could stabilize. He is heavily on stone, as you can see, and if he gets a defensive castle up, it's all good for him.
And LB10's got 15 military. He's got a lot more monks than Carlini, and he's got atonement as well, so you can convert the monks. And Skittle is up to Imperial Age. So what units can you expect? I mean, I see ranges from Skittle, so we might see some hand cannons.
I think he will just go Arbalest and kill everything. Honestly, he can decide what he wants to go for. Look at that, 90 villagers, and his enemy team combined only has 80.
So far ahead.
Yeah, incredibly far ahead, and he will just go, I believe Arbalest is even going for a second layer of Stonewall, still expecting the double coming in here, and indeed I think LB10 will get cleared up here, trying to go for as many converts back and forth, and he's actually doing quite a good job here, but it's only from
that Mangonel from that Mangonel from Viper is doing good damage, but he lost it, and LB10 coming up with more and more monks. 4 conks from Viper, good micro. That's actually a pain in the butt for LB10 to deal with, but he's just buying skill more and more time, which is exactly what you want to do. So he's doing his job, and he's doing it really well. And as you predicted, crossbow upgrade coming up, botkin coming up for skills, so he is going for the Arbalest push. The question is what sort of siege he can add. I think Rams would be the best choice in this situation because you don't want to give your Mangonels out to the monks.
Yeah, Rams, such an easy answer. He already has a siege workshop at the side, just wants to get through the walls and then he's all fine. Now getting to PLH, I would think he will just...
third layer of wall coming up, but can we see some conversions? Carlini monks are just standing idle. He could have made some conversions. Now he's using them, but Skittle is reacting. He could have got some conversions there, but the monks was idle there for a few seconds.
Maybe we get the third layer up. Not really, no. But that's not really important. We see Arbalest Masonry even. Is it affecting fortified walls? No, it's not.
Yeah, these are 45 volts.
Yeah, but Masonry isn't affecting walls, and that's the only thing.
Oh no, it doesn't. No.
Still now should go for the easy push. LB10 at the same time up to 3 GCs. The Viper at 3 GCs and Carlini playing at 3 GC as well, but with very low eco. Let's take a look at Arbalest now. He obviously get converted. I think he could have waited a bit longer there. Why would he attack with 10? Just waited out till you have 25, and then the converts are just so much weaker.
Yeah, LB10 coming up with more and more monks now. That might give Skill the time to push the Carlini and Viper back. We look at Carlini's economy again. He's got 800 gold. He's got 800 food and almost 2,000 gold in the bank. His economy is looking so unstable. He clicked up Imperial Age. Now LB10 enough. He's going up to Imperial Age as well. Viper does not have the economy to go up to Imperial Age. So the question is how well Carlini and Viper will deal with this from Skittle for now, and what is the LB10's choice of units gonna be to support Skittle?
The problem of Skittle is that he's not, moving up enough. I think he just needs to wait. We need to wait for 40 army and just push into the face of Carlini. What is LB10 going for, you ask? I don't really know.
He's making some barracks. Oh, that's not a good fight. There's no need to take that fight. The Mangonel itself. Oh.
What is Skittle doing? He's kind of throwing this game here.
Oh,
Why?
that's a big shot there, right on the gate.
So big for him indeed, and I don't know why Skittle is trying to, well, with very low army amounts here fighting against monks. That's probably one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a very sloppy play from Skittle. What do you think if Skittle adds some stables and maybe some light caps to support his Arbalest? I know the Kong's not there, but at least this is something to support his or tank his Arbalest, because his Rams are still sitting in his siege workshop. He's getting the siege ram upgrade, and he really needs to go out of his space and take those 2 gold mines which are on the left side of his map, because he's running really low on gold. 150 pop for him, but really low on gold. Carlini is floating 1700 gold, so he can just go full monks, and he is doing block printing. He can make 2 castles indeed, but don't see anything. Carlini's resources are quite unstable.
Oh, but his monks now all going down. Look at that. Look, Conquistador at the front as well at the same time. We have LB10 actually going for the whole infantry check, and now the Rams are coming in. Carlini again trying to with some panic walls here, and yeah, all his monks going down. This is looking very good for NC.
Yeah, and there's the Rams. They're gonna get in now to Carlini's base. Carlini getting Oniga upgrade, but I think he's late to do those siege workshops, because those Rams are gonna take them out so quickly. He doesn't have any army to support that. Viper is up to Imperial Age now, but what is he going to bring to the game to support
80 military compared to 8 at the moment.
Yeah.
There's no army out from Viper or Carlini. And now, as you said, the siege works are going down. Maybe one Onager can do magic, but not really here. And even, yeah, out. Going down quite early. And
yeah, Carlini now, no military for him, just 1, but those Rams are just taking down everything themselves.
But now going to Imperial. What is his tag choice? It either looks like Cavaliers, but I don't see any stables.
I don't see any stables.
Oh, and GG! The Viper, together with Doubting Carlini, out of the tournament, eliminated by skittle+LB10 and Pedro. Pedro not playing, and Doubt traveling means they tried to play with their B lineup, and yeah, that today wasn't enough, as it seems. And the Viper out of this tournament, something only few people would have predicted, but with that lineup, and yeah, seems like that just happened.
Yeah, that was a really good teamwork by the NC guys. I mean, I like the gameplay from Skittle in the last game. That was really good. Something we didn't see in the first 4 games. And something that the last game, the nature of the last game demanded. But I think LB10 did a really good job to hold on against the forward castle push from Viper, and force Carlini to come in to help him instead of going on to Skittle, because I feel if Carlini would have gone to Skittle straight away, then Skittle would have been in trouble for some time, because he had no military. His main goal was all he had, and he would have had to find some sort of solution to deal with it.
Yeah, indeed, nice defense, as you said, and Skittle was a beautiful boom, and they're winning. And yeah, we saw the interview